Hi friends, welcome to this session on Sonnet number 18 by William Shakespeare. So, sonnets by Shakespeare, we know or we have read or we have seen so many plays by Shakespeare. And at the same time, we also know that Shakespeare was a poet as well. He has written almost 154 sonnets. And coming to sonnets, you know what's a sonnet? A sonnet has only 14 lines. And these 14 lines are in the form, there will be three quatrains of 4 lines each and a final couplet of 2 lines. So total makes it 14 lines. And the meter is iambic pentameter, and the rhyme scheme is A B A B C D C D E F E F G G. That's the rhyme scheme of almost all the sonnets of Shakespeare. And the couplet at the end, the 2 lines at the end, almost serves as the volta, or the lines that give the resolution or gives a twist to what has been said in the previous lines. Now let me read the sonnet. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? There are no particular names for these sonnets. All these sonnets are remembered by numbers, by sonnet 18, sonnet 55, like that. And for a name, the first line is given as a name. So we can call this sonnet 18 as Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Now let me read that. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed. And every fair from fair sometime declines by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But the eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest, nor shall death drag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. So that's the sonnet. Now let me come into that first quatrain in detail. This here, the poet is trying to praise his dark youth. I forgot to tell you that this particular sonnet is regarding the dark youth. Most of his sonnets are on dark youth, from sonnet number 1 to sonnet number 126. All these sonnets are devoted to this dark youth, not dark youth, fair youth, a fair, handsome young man, maybe his brother, his friend, or somebody. What's the sort of affection between them? Nobody can tell. Still there is a close association or bonding between them, that we are sure about that. And he wants to compare he is looking for the right metaphor or simile for his fair youth, but he is not able to find one. He is thinking that, can I compare you with the summer's day? Why he is compared with the summer's day? In Malayalam, in our poets, we are comparing with moonlight and all that. But in England, after the winter season, when sun comes, that's the most beautiful thing in the whole world. Because after that severely cold condition, the sun is a very good escape into a real life, or a rejuvenation of life and happiness. So in England, they are comparing beauty. The sun is termed as ultimate in beauty. So the poet is trying to compare his fair youth with the summer's day. But summer's day is not that enough. He wants something more. Why summer's day is not enough? Or what are the problems it has? Because my fair youth is more lovely and more temperate. More temperate means more even tempered. But summer is not that. During the summer season, rough winds do shake the darling buds of May. The flowers are being shaken and disturbed by rough winds that are there during the summer season. And summer, that it has got a lease of only a few months. You cannot expect a summer season throughout the year. It's there only for its lease. has only got a few months. So this summer's day is not fit for a comparison with my fair youth. Sometime too hot, the eye of heaven shines. The eye of heaven means again the sun. The another folly or another drawback with sun is that sometimes it's too hot, but sometimes its cold complexion is dimmed. So it's not permanent or perpetual or not something that lasts at the same level for a not consistent. That's the right word. Not consistent. It sometimes it declines, sometimes it brights more with too hot, and every fair from fair sometimes declines. Whatever the fair or beautiful things you take in the world, and its beauty declines after some time, maybe by chance or maybe by changing course of the nature. So I am not able to find the right metaphor or right simile for my young person, my fair youth. But the eternal summer shall not fade. That's the importance of my brother or my friend or my fair youth. Your beauty shall not fade. It will live forever, and you never lose possession of that beauty that you owe. And death will never say that. Death will never brag that you are in my shadows, because everything is mortal in this world. So death will say that you are under my shadows in the valley of death. There's a usage in biblical literature. So here it won't happen, because he can never be under the influence of death, because my beauty, my eternal youth's beauty is eternal. And when eternal lines to time thou growest, here comes the twist. He is talking about these lines written by William Shakespeare about the fair youth. And you will live eternally in these lines. That's the most important part. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this. Lives this means this poem or this sonnet. So until the end of the judgment day, or until the end of the world, or so long as men can breathe or eyes can see, or as long as there is mankind or humankind, this poem or this sonnet will remain alive forever. And in this gives life to thee. And this sonnet or this poem gives life to thee, or the fair youth. That's the beauty of this sonnet. That was Sonnet 18, Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day. Thank you.